I got more hair on my chest than you got on your face. So before you step in this ring, make sure you present an ID because I don't want to have to assault a minor.
Like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And once you're done, leave a comment saying that I subscribed, and you will be replied to. We'll be doing as many as we can. WrestleMania is under a month away as of writing this, with Fastlane having just concluded. Everyone keep in mind this is being written with like 5, maybe 6 matches already planned for WrestleMania 34. That being said, I think I've got a pretty good idea of what's to come April 8th, so I'm D Wicket, and these are the 10 most realistic WrestleMania 34 predictions. Spoilers. Maybe. Number 10, the Cruiserweight Championship. I'd rather not place the Cruiserweights at the very end, but I'm symbolically copying the WWE, so they're going on the back burner. Currently, there's a tournament going on to crown the replacement Cruiserweight Champion, you remember Enzo Amore, and it's set to culminate at WrestleMania. I predict Cedric Alexander and Drew Gulak are going to take this thing all the way and go into the match one-on-one. If WWE are smart and do what I think they should have done 2 years ago in the summertime, Cedric Alexander is about to take over as the head of the Cruiserweight division with a WrestleMania victory.
Cedric Alexander's got a date with Enzo Amore for the Cruiserweight title.
Here is your winner, Cedric Alexander.
Number 9, Reigns vs. Lesnar main events. And it bores. Look, no one really wants this match, but we're getting this match. Despite the fact that Shinsuke Nakamura fairly won the Royal Rumble and that states that the winner goes into the main event of WrestleMania, there's no chance in hell that Nakamura is actually getting that position. Reigns versus Lesnar will probably be an entertaining match, technically, but due to the fact that the crowd is going to be booing the shit out of Roman Reigns eventually pinning Brock Lesnar and claiming the Universal Championship, it's going to just kind of suck.
Brock really is a bitch, isn't he?
Number 8, Charlotte vs. Asuka. Despite appearing primarily on Raw since winning the Royal Rumble, Asuka had the ability to pick whichever women's champion she wanted to face at WrestleMania. At Fastlane, about 20 minutes ago actually, Asuka came out after Charlotte beat Ruby Riott and pretty much confirmed she's heading into the SmackDown women's title picture. Charlotte will put in a great fight, but let's not even try to kid ourselves here. Asuka is not losing yet. Number 7, Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss. And while the women's match on SmackDown seems to be all figured out, all we know is that Alexa Bliss is currently the Raw Women's Champion. The easy prediction seems to be that her former best friend Nia Jax will end up challenging her for the title, and if that match does happen, my money is going on Nia finally claiming her first ever women's championship within the WWE.
I almost died when you said that you see the way that people look at her when you walk through the airport.
Well, yeah.
Brutal.
It's like watching freaking Shrek lumber through TSA.
No, they just ran out of here. I don't know where they went.
Number 6, Ronda Rousey wins. Kurt Angle may be her tag team partner, and there might be a Stephanie McMahon and a Triple H thrown in there somewhere, but this entire match and segment as a whole should just be Ronda Rousey. No one cares about Triple H versus Kurt Angle, but realistically they're going to take over a decent bit of this match. But you cannot even try to tell me that this entire thing should not just be a beatdown of Stephanie McMahon by the hottest new prospect in the entire company. This is more of a hope, I guess, but I honestly do still see Ronda Rousey winning this match, despite what happened last time someone came into the WWE and fought Triple H at WrestleMania. Sting, you poor bastard. Number 5, Sasha Banks versus Bayley. I'll be honest, I am pretty damn excited for the direction here. Sasha Banks and Bayley put on 2015's best match, an Iron Women match, and then they topped that. These two have excellent chemistry together, and for real, they could steal WrestleMania. Currently, we're seeing the build as the two former close friends that are unable to put their differences aside, and Bayley, can't forgive Banks for saving her or something. I very obviously don't watch TV wrestling anymore, but that seems to be the case. That seems to be the direction. I don't care. This match will be great, and honestly, it could go either way, but hopefully, whoever's playing heel wins. What confuses me is Bayley seems to be the one who's fitting into the role of the heel instead of Sasha Banks, who is a fantastic heel. It's odd. If Banks is heel, let her win. If Bayley's heel, let her win. But don't make Bayley heel. That's stupid.
Uh-oh, get up top. Belly to belly from the second rope. That's it. Isn't enough. Punch the leg on Sasha. Got her. Bayley with a huge win.
Number 4, Balor Club wins. The Miz looks to defend his Intercontinental Championship against both Finn Balor and Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. This may seem like an odd match, but realistically it'll be one of the better ones on the entire show. I guess I'm into it, especially if this happens. I will love this match. Balor Club were a thing for like a month, and they did nothing, and then they just sort of disappeared. So I'm hoping that during this triple threat, we will see Gallows and Anderson come out and help ensure the win for Finn Balor. Balor Club taking over and dominating the mid-card Intercontinental Championship scene honestly sounds pretty great as long as the Raw main event looks to be cramming up.
We have a real opportunity to show everyone that 2018 is the year of Balor Club.
Number 3, Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. Yes, please keep this feud forever. I love this feud. Now, in the build-up to Fastlane, we saw Zayn and Owens on the same side. They're these best friends. But then, a week before Fastlane, there was that 5-man match, and Zayn pinned Owens to like prove that he was the best wrestler in the company. But then at the pay-per-view, he was like, nah, dude, we're still good. And he did what he said he was going to do, which was lay down and let Owens become the champion. And then Owens didn't believe him, so he attacked, and then Zayn went for a roll-up. It was an odd story, but it's always interesting with these two going against each other, and it does in fact look like these guys are set to face each other one-on-one once again at WrestleMania. And if I had to predict, it's really tough. Predicting these guys is really tough, but I would say KO gets the win for now because Zayn won at Battleground, and KO winning allows for, I don't know. Here's the thing, it doesn't matter who wins because there's no chance in hell this feud is ending.
I'm shocked that these two are even willing to show their face in public. Why is that?
Number 2, John Cena versus The Undertaker. We are definitely getting this one. John Cena versus The Undertaker is gonna happen this WrestleMania. Cena couldn't get the win at Fastlane, which leaves no other option for him at Mania. Unless we're going to see John Cena versus Ty Dillinger, we're getting the Undertaker match. Finally. Well, it's a big match, but it's going to kind of suck, honestly. I mean, John can go in the ring, but he not even he can carry the Undertaker through a great match anymore. Taker was a solid performer for a long time, but he is at least a decade past his prime, so don't really expect too much out of this one.
Well, screw it. I challenge The Undertaker to a match at WrestleMania.
And number 1, Styles versus Nakamura. It is now officially set in stone. AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura are going one-on-one at WrestleMania. Hopefully in the main event position, but don't get your hopes up because, well, look what happened last year. This match is going to be WrestleMania, and it's supposed to. Owens versus Zayn will be great. Bayley versus Banks will be great. Asuka versus Charlotte will be great, but this should be the match of the year. It won't be, because this is the main roster we're talking about, but it should be, and it can be. Maybe it's not going to be. The winner is incredibly hard to predict, actually, because it seems kind of obvious that Nakamura finally wins the gold, but you're betting against AJ Styles losing if you say that. So I'm gonna say Nakamura finally wins the championship, but I could see either.
Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles, main event WrestleMania. It's just plain and simple. I'm gonna kick Shinsuke Nakamura's ass.
Click like, subscribe, and comment down below what you'd like to see next. Thank you all for watching.